Hey, Frank, good evening. Oh, just went through a disturbing incident, and I'll tell you guys about it when I get some more people in here. But just between you and I, Frank, I lost my drone in the St. Clair River. Good evening. Oh, just went through a disturbing incident, and I'll tell you guys about it when I get some more people in here. But yep, Jody was first. So I guess it's a good thing I had two of them. The backup is going to have to suffice now until I figure out what I'm going to do. And of course, it was recording when it went down, and I saw it on the screen, but it didn't record over to the screen, so over to the controller. Oh, Brenda, yeah, I lost my Air 2S along the Canadian shoreline just about a half hour ago. I should have known better not to go down and fly. I wanted to go down and fly. I flew out from where I usually fly from the bridge out to the lake, around down the Canadian side, and swooped down and went around on the Canadian side over by where the Canadian, I don't know what you call it. There's Canadian Harbor there. Yeah. Sarnia Harbor. And it went down, flipping and flopping on the screen, and it landed upside down. And I got no way to go over there and retrieve it. I'm thinking if you can see right here, it went down over here someplace on the Canadian side. Because it had grass and stuff in front of it, but it was down on its side. And of course, it's gonna snow overnight. But it is what it is. Yeah, Curtis. I mean, you've run into situations like that too, but it just is not doesn't end for a happy day. Well, I'm glad I wasn't flying the flip. Um, I was flying the Air 2S, which has ton of hours on it, ton of hours on it. And I've got another Air 2S right here that I can replace it with, but that's brand new. So, but it just not the way you want to end a flight. No, I don't have an idea why it went down. All of a sudden, the screen started going flipping and flopping around, and you could see it was tumbling, and it came down. I'm thinking came down just on the Canadian side, just on the border on land there, but not very far in. You know, maybe a few feet inside Canada. I don't think I can. Let me try something here. Well, I just connected my brand new Air 2S. Oh,
Howdy.
How you doing, Dominic?
All right. What's up?
Just connecting my backup Air 2S because I lost the other one down by the river.
Ah, not again. How did it happen this time?
Well, good question. I went out to the lake
Yeah.
out here, did a side slide around and came down the Canadian side, went down the Canadian side and went down and around to where the ships are anchored over there so I get a shot of them.
Hmm.
All of a sudden, it started flipping and flopping like this, like this, like this, came down on the ground.
Mm.
As you could see, it was upside down.
Hey, you're on the Canadian side then.
Yes, it's in Canada.
Ah, okay. uh, Jesus. So did it go in the water or did it?
No, it had some grass in front of it,
Oh, okay.
like along the edge of it. I'm
Yeah.
thinking, but it could be it was on the ice right next to the grass.
Oh, okay. Hmm. Damn. That's no good.
Yeah, that's what I say. It's no good, but it is what it is.
Oh, definitely.
Um, everybody's telling me to get the Air 3S, but
Yeah, you need to get the S3S. It's a lot better. Yeah. So you sure you didn't hit anything?
well, I was out in the middle of nowhere, but if you go back and look at it now, um, down there, there's geese in the river on the
Hmm. Bird
ice right
strike?
right below me.
Could have either been a bird strike.
Yep, could have been because
Hmm.
I was on the wide part of the water and there's no wires going over there,
Hmm.
so I
Okay.
couldn't have hit a wire.
Okay. Hey. Wow.
But I got this one is working now, so I guess Joe was right. I always have a backup.
Yep. Yep. Oh, hey. Hmm.
Brenda got her new drone today.
What did you get?
She got the she bought the um nano from me.
Yeah,
Autel
yeah,
Nano.
I thought that's what I heard. The
Yep,
Autel
yep. She bought the
Nano
Autel
or
Nano and
Autel,
with four
depending.
batteries,
Oh,
charging and all
great.
that kind of stuff. Yep. And I think it'll be a really good drone for her because it's a small drone. Does it does okay up to maybe 15-mile-an-hour winds, but other
Yeah,
than
15. It's the size of a Mini 2, isn't it? It's a 249 grammer.
it's
So,
small.
okay.
It is small.
Yeah, yeah, man, Randy. Actually, watching a lot of those Air 3S videos where you do return to home, the return to home is something amazing. It goes through very fine crevices and everything else. So, yeah, when you hit that return to home, it will return basically back to exactly where it started and works its way through all the. Yeah, even I was amazed at it watching that. I went, no, that can't be right. Okay. Word of advice there, Sunstar, Brenda, practice, practice,
Right.
practice.
And out in an open field.
Yeah. Find a place, I don't,
without
trying
any
to work out how you,
obstructions. Yep.
no, I'm saying, what I'm trying to say, I'm trying to work it in feet then. Uh, what would be that? Probably, uh, yeah, big, really big. If you can find something that is as big as a golf course without any trees in there,
Or school grounds or something like that.
yeah, yeah, because where the one that I did, where I did it was a cricket pitch. That means nothing to you. That a size of a cricket pitch means absolutely nothing.
Right.
Um, it would be what? Just think of a football field and then make it 1.5 times the size of
Yep.
that.
Yep.
That's because that's what I did. I
That's a
had at
that
least
that's a good way, good way to do it. And don't be
200.
afraid if you feel like you're out of control, just bring it down,
Yeah,
Or if you're out of control, they say climb. But
yeah.
I don't agree with that. Because what makes you think you're going to get control back when it's
But
climbing?
but at the same time, if you're not moving, the GPS should steady you. So if you take
Yeah,
your hands completely off the sticks, it should level.
it should just level out.
Yeah,
Yes. And Curtis is right. Altitude is your friend.
up to 400 feet.
Yep.
uh,
Yeah, I think you'll do fine with that Autel uh, Nano Neo.
mm, yeah. As I said, it's all about muscle memory. You go up, you go down, you go up, you go down, you go forward, you go back, you go forward, you go back, you go side to side.
Yep. And then you go forward and back facing you and away from
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
It's
That's the killer.
yeah.
The one
Like
when it's coming at you, you have to reverse your brain.
reverse your brain and yeah, when the drone is flying towards you, left is right, right is
Left
left,
is right and right.
forward is backwards, and backwards is forward.
Yeah. uh, yeah, but hello, Michael. Yeah, you basically use one hand, and there are exercises you can do with one hand, exercise you can do with the other hand, and then you work the two together.
Right.
And then if you the other one I've never been able to get to is using the finger on the side for the gimbal. That's
Yeah,
always the one that gets
the
me.
wheel. Yep.
Yeah, the
You
wheel.
got two wheels. You got a zoom wheel on your right
Yeah,
hand side and the tilt on your left.
yeah. Hey, Warren. Oh, no, just just take it one step at a
Yeah,
time.
just take it nice and slow. And
You know,
don't
it's like I'll give you a piece of advice. It's like you eat an elephant. You eat it one piece at a time.
yep,
Doesn't matter how big it is, you break it down into small chunks and
increments.
then you
Yep.
work through that. That's how I did it.
Brenda, you'll be all right. You just gotta take your time. No, don't let anybody rush you.
Yeah. You go at your pace. As I said, you
Yep.
go. You, the best one is go forward and go back. Don't turn it around. Just go forward and then just come back. Push forward, push back. A little bit of it.
And when you let go
You
of the sticks, it should paste itself right there.
know. Yeah,
The only way it's going to come down if you give it the down
yeah,
control
yeah,
or the up control. That's all on your
yeah.
left.
Don't do that. You just give it just a few beans to get going.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right, Michael.
Yep. That's right, Cool Cat.
There's Mark.
Here comes Mark.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, I think there were a few of the community that got the nano and did beginner videos for them. So you will be able to find
on YouTube. Yeah.
on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, because the different controller, it's going to be pretty much the same thing up, down, left, right if you got everything set as mode 2.
The
But there's going
Nano's
to be
got
a
a
few
hell of a
nuances
camera
because
too.
I'll
it's a
tell you what,
different.
Marcus Crawford, I mean, the whole quadcopter, he definitely did one
Yes.
because he had the Nano. Because I remember Ron Brown dropped it in the ocean.
Yeah, cool
His-
cat. You're right. It's
his
easier.
would be
It's
a good
easier to
place
fly
to start.
any aircraft from inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marcus would be a good place to start.
No, he was one of the very first that I found. And he was one of the very first that I did look at. And there are probably 4 or 5 that I got real great inspiration from. Plus I wanted to find Australians, and I found 2 of them, and they've been those 2 have been great help.
Yeah, I guess Dan is one of them.
Yeah, Dan from Dan's Tube, yeah. And Aaron from UA Visuals is the other, because he actually lives in Melbourne, whereas Dan lives in Queensland.
Uh-huh.
And it's good to see when you see a video and you see it flying around spots that you know,
No, yeah.
it does make it a lot easier, because he flies around very similar spots that I do.
Mhm. I don't know whether Dustin Dunhill did it or not. I know he did them for the Evo, but I don't know whether he did the Nano one.
Yeah. Because from my experiences, the mini drones fly different to the larger ones. And that's my experience recently, going from a Mini 2 to a Mavic 3.
Cool
Going
cat.
from
How you
something.
doing?
Hey, Michael. Warren's giving me hell again. Give me hell about the whole microwaving tea business.
Well, I would say that, the proper tea, I guess it is, you boil the water, whatever. But if it comes to not having the tea, then you microwave the water, You
Yeah.
gotta heat the water somehow.
Yeah.
I'm not a tea drinker, so I couldn't tell you. And I'm not a coffee drinker either, so
So do you have any hot drinks?
no.
Oh, okay.
You can
Just
microwave the
just my
water.
diet Pepsi.
Hey.
There is nothing wrong with microwaving the water. So long as you microwave it to boiling point and then put the tea bag in it when it's boiling. Not
But at the same time, anything.
microwave it with the tea bag in.
Yeah, that's mainly my point. But also when you microwave something, you're microwaving the temperature starts in the middle and comes and goes outwards in a concentric fashion. So when you're actually microwaving stuff, it heats from the middle and outward. So the middle of it is warmer than the outsides. Whereas when you boil a kettle, it boils from the bottom upwards,
Yeah.
and the Brownian motion of the actual dissolved oxygen that goes through it promotes the movement. When you put the tea bag in, it moves around.
Well, you never boil it with the tea bag in anyway. You
I
add
know that.
boiling water to the tea bag.
Yeah.
And it diffuses the flavour out of the leaf.
It steeps.
Yeah.
Because the motion of it steeps it.
Yeah. Well, there isn't any motion really.
Well, if you promote the
you have to stir it.
that's stirring. Yeah, that's what I mean about the motion of
Yeah.
stirring because it moves it. Okay.
Let me turn this TV down.
No, I'm just it was the basis of most physics experiments. It was always boiling a solution. And then you look at the beaker and you think, okay, when you actually watch the heat beads moving, they go up and then they come back down because remembering the heat rises. So when you watch that, if you watch it long enough, then you can understand how something boils. And then when you add a solution to it, you can go further than that and just look at tea, a tea bag. I'm not saying the heat. Yeah, right. I don't know where that I don't know where that saying came from. So yeah, you are correct in that earlier comment there, Michael. Yeah, it's all about the kinetic energy.
There it is, Dominic.
Oh, okay.
There's all the snow coming. Sucks, don't it?
Hmm.
Because it's right down in this area here where I lost it.
Hmm.
Here's what it is.
It'd be an
It's
interesting
just,
one.
it's just about a year ago that I lost the other one on the ice.
Yeah, I was just going to say it's about
Yeah.
a year ago since you've lost the last one. Because that was on a, I'm pretty sure that was on a
It was
Saturday
wintering. There was
afternoon.
ice on the river. Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like a Saturday afternoon because I remember it was a Sunday morning here when you mentioned it.
Yep.
And it was similar, it was a similar sort of ice pack as well.
Right. Oh, well. Here's what it is.
Hmm.
Well, you've not lost another one, have you?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he dropped another one.
Oh dear.
I lost
Canadians
I lost my Air 2S over on the other side. I was going down
it
the
was
Canadian
the
side. I was just
Canadians got
doing
him.
videos, and it was starting to snow, and I was going to continue the video and come back up the American side and land, because this is about where I am here. And all of a sudden, it just went flippity floppity, and landed upside down. And I don't think it landed on ice. I think it landed on grass over on the Canadian side. Guessing. Lakeisha says, has anybody tried to make tea in a pressure cooker?
Interesting thought.
Yeah, well, thanks, Cool Cat. Yeah, commiserations. I'm lucky that I have two Air 2S. This one was brand new and never used it. It's going to get to fly. Yeah, it's registered and it's got my name on it too. Inside, if they pop the battery, I've got a name sticker in there.
So if it's on land, there is a chance.
Well, yeah, except right now it's starting to snow like hell. It's gonna snow for the next 2 or 3 days. It'll cover it up, I'm thinking. Especially if it's upside down, which is what the camera shot, the last camera shot I saw was it was upside down on the ground. It was flipping and flopping and coming down like this. And who
Yeah.
knows? I don't really know.
Well, did the battery come out or did the battery stay in?
Oh, the battery stayed in because I could see it on the ground.
Then did you use the Find My Drone to get the exact location?
No, because it's in Canada.
It should still show it.
Well, it doesn't show it now.
Gitchy.
Well, that's probably because the
Gitchy.
battery's dead now.
Gitchy is Gitchy's got a message. It says
Well,
get in touch with
not
Marie or
so.
the Penguin lady from Streamtime. Marie might be able to drive over and get it for you.
It should show the last
Yeah.
known location.
That's what I would have thought.
One would hope.
No, the Find My Phone should show. Find My Drone should show the last known location. That is, of course, if you haven't already rebound the remote to a different drone.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, then you might have a
Well,
problem.
because I turned the remote on while I was here, but I'm definitely way too far away.
Yeah, but you don't need to be in range for it to show you where it was on the map.
Yeah, because if you did a screen recording of
It will just show you on the map the last known position.
Is
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
a DJ? Is that a DJI
yeah.
app?
No, inside the Fly app, it tells you where your last flight was.
Oh, okay.
And then it'll show you where you'd flown.
So in other words, if I bring that up now, I should be able to see that.
You should be able to because it'll just log that flight, the previous flight, regardless of what you've, I believe, regardless of which one you're bound to.
Okay, I'm gonna turn the controller on.
Oh,
Would that be under the DJI Fly app?
yeah. Should be on the DJI Fly app and trying to remember where it exactly is. Profile. Yeah, it's under profile. And then it should go straight to the no. Not showing. Oh yeah. Go profile. And then it should go to the flights you've uploaded to the data center.
No, it just gives me a white screen.
Okay.
How to use Find My Drone.
Well, I'll be back in 5.
Okay. Now it just gives me a white screen when I try to do that, so. Yeah, I was logged into the Fly app. I just turned it back on again. I got DJI. Yep, today just is not my electrical day, electronics day.
I get you. Yeah, the only way you could share his screen on here would be if he put it in front of the camera. It's one of the old smart controllers that he uses.
Okay, here, can you guys see that? Can you see that, Mark?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm gonna start it. This is where I pulled in. That's me
Oh,
pulling in right there.
this is the video that it's
Yep, this
in
is
the cache.
Stream Time Live camera. Yep.
Oh, this is Stream Time Live, right?
There I am. I just parked. So about down in here is where I lost it. I was just gonna see if it saw my drone or not. No, it didn't, because I went next door and I showed the guys my video of it, of losing it. Showed it upside down.
Yeah, you still got the video on the WhatsApp on the controller.
No, it's not there.
It must be if you went and showed him.
No. I just showed him the live screen of it on the ground from the drone.
It should still have.
Nope. I know what you're saying, and I thought it would too. It's got an SD card in it, but the SD card has other pictures on it.
It
Nothing
doesn't
from
go on the SD card. It goes in the internal memory of the of the controller into its cache.
How would you pull that up?
It should do it from the gallery screen.
The what screen?
Gallery.
File manager?
No. Though
Here's my choices on apps on here. DJI 4.0, flight restriction information, tips, file manager, lightning browser, settings, FPV live, quick start, and DJI fly app. That's it.
it should be in the fly app.
No, the only thing in the DJI fly app is before you fly, quick transfer and service.
Where does it have it? I'm not sure whether it's one of the icons at the bottom or one of the icons at the top. We control.
Nope. Not anywhere in there. Nice thought anyway. Guess I have to tomorrow just go down there and see if I can't find it.
Album. Right. When it opens up, the before you fly bit underneath that, there's two more squares, one that says quick transfer and one that says album.
Let me take a look. And this is on which app?
That's when you open the Fly app on your controller.
Okay, I'm doing it right now.
Okay. Sorry, I had a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to drop out to my phone and go and do audio.
Go to the DJI Fly app, right?
Yep.
That's what I get is a white screen.
You get a black one in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta wait for a good 30 seconds for it to
Album,
buffer.
Yeah.
create, Sky Pixel, and profile is the only choice.
Profile.
Press on press on album.
Album.
Oh, okay. I would have gone profile, but
Well, that shows me the ships I had on here, not right there now.
Yeah, but it will show you your last flight.
No, it doesn't, because this flight here
I would have
was
thought under profile it would have.
July the 12th.
That's the last cache one. Because that's the last time. Are you using is that the controller you used yesterday?
You mean today?
Today.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Was that the controller you used on your last flight?
Yes.
Okay. You'll get the time difference right. Okay.
24, 125.
So what am I doing? Okay.
427.
I'm doing shit in the background here, so okay. So
Yeah, the album should have all of your
No, it doesn't.
cached videos in it. Unless you've turned cache off, which you shouldn't do. Right, so if we haven't got the video so you can watch where it was, then press the back arrow and get back to the main screen again. And under profile,
Yep.
the fifth one down says find my drone.
Yep. And it shows it west of me. Must have been when I lost it before. In the city.
I mean, I go into it and it shows that my drone is at my house, which it is. Last time I flew it was in my garden, so it will show as being in my garden, which it does. There is also yes, there is a little square because it's showing the video of me showing my window cleaner, the drone, because I took it out in the front garden and showed him. It should have a little square in the middle of the screen with a play button on it. And if
No.
you play that, it will play the last bit of the last flight it took.
No, I don't have that. Oh, well,
It sounds to me like you need to go through your settings and put them right.
it's not the first drone I've lost.
No.
It was a year ago that I lost the other one on the Black River on the ice. Remember, I hit the wires over top.
Yeah, you hit the wires, yeah. And the annoying thing is you could see the drone, then you just couldn't get to it.
Yeah, nothing under profiles, nothing under any of those. I pretty much looked at everything. But what I did do is I relinked the new drone to this controller now.
Well, it shouldn't really matter because I'm looking at my controller and I haven't even got a drone switched on. And it is showing me the last flight this controller did with a drone.
Well, the thing of it is that when I linked the new drone to this controller, the drone was on and the controller was on.
Yeah.
So it might have wiped anything it had out of there. But the SD card in the controller only has 3 different videos and photos on it from last July. So anyway, tis what it is. I'm just going to have to make a trip to Canada tomorrow.
Well, somebody needs to go through the settings that you've got set in the Fly app then, just to make sure you've not switched stuff off that you really want on.
Yeah. Drone shots, no. What I did was I was flying along, I flew out to the lake, came back around the Canadian side, and was doing a sweep around, and I went down the river a little ways, still working fine. And all of a sudden, I got down by Sarnia Harbor, and all of a sudden, it started on the screen flipping and flopping and flipping and flopping and flipping and flopping, and landed upside down where you could just see a little bit of snow and grass.
It sounds to me like you've hit a cable.
No, there's no cables there.
No phone cables, power lines,
No,
like that.
no, because all the ship traffic. Well, what it could have been, and I'm thinking about it.
I mean, cables going along the river, not across it.
No, because I was out in the river. What I'm thinking that could have been is I was flying over some ducks or geese that were on the ice, and one of them might have got spooked and came up and hit me.
It might have been a bird, yeah. But did it land on solid ground?
Yeah, because afterwards, when I was looking at it, it was on, you could see a little bit of snow and a little bit of grass sticking up through it. And it was upside down.
Well, if you were over the river when it started being daft, did it carry on flying to get over land? It obviously didn't drop straight down, or it would have been in the water.
Yeah,
So
I don't know.
I think
Don't know.
you must have been over land when it started going down.
Just gonna be a mystery, Dominic.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, thanks for all the help and listening to my bullshit for the last hour. Thank everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is.
Yep. It is.
Or I guess, what temperature was it?
14 degrees.
And you said it had started snowing.
Yeah, it was just spitting ice pellets.
Yeah, so it could well be that some snowflakes got on your props and your motors.
It could be anything.
That temperature
Yeah.
just froze it.
Could have just frozen.
Could be
Yeah.
could be anything.
And in this cold weather, every now and again you want to check your battery condition as well.
Well, the battery still had, according to the on screen, was it about 68% battery.
Uh-huh.
East Coast, what we're talking about is I lost my Air 2S out along the St. Clair River about an hour and a half or 2 hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know everybody's trying to help, Brenda, but it just everything they've come up with just isn't happening. So, and I the more I talk about it, the more frustrated I get. You know, does that make sense?
Can understand that.
Yeah, I went out and did a loop out into the lake, came back around down underneath the bridge along the side of the Canadian side, because what I was going to do was go down there and I zoomed in on the ship in the harbor and went past the ships, and then all of a sudden it went squirrely up and down and 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 down. And when it landed, the camera was upside down and it was on its back. And I could see grass and snow out of the camera. Yeah, it's the third time, because the other one, I lost one out about here. Lost one in the Black River almost about a year ago, right, Dominic?
Yeah.
And then this one now. You gotta get up, stretch every once in a while, guys.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
What, 14? Echo, what's 14 degrees Fahrenheit in centigrade? Echo, what's 14 degrees Fahrenheit in centigrade?
14 degrees Fahrenheit is minus 10 degrees Celsius.
Shit.
So that's on its limit.
Yeah.
What?
It's minus 10 degrees centigrade, and that is the limit that they say you should not fly drones below.
I think it's 100 and
It's
well, I know it's 100 Fahrenheit, but I keep it under 95.
I think it's 40 degrees centigrade.
Yeah, I keep it to 35.
Yeah. Between minus 10 and plus 40. So like that's 14 degrees and 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
40 is 104.
Yeah, it does have my name on it, so we'll see. I don't know. Drone Shot just says he just realized something about his screen name. What'd you realize?
What did he realize?
There's a space in it. There never used to be a space in it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, Waypoint, you are correct on that because I have had hundreds of flights with that drone,
hmm.
if not thousands, but hundreds of flights. And I do have a spare that I just took out and fired it up and put it in my case, which Joe told me to always have a spare, so.
But how many of those did you do at minus 14 Fahrenheit?
No. I wasn't minus 14.
No, not minus 14, 14.
Oh, 14. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
How
that's
many of those have you done at 14
Actually,
Fahrenheit?
I was wrong. It was about 22 or 23 degrees Fahrenheit.
All
Oh,
right.
okay.
Well,
Oh,
don't fly it if it gets down below 15.
Okay.
Because DJI, that's the lower limit to what DJI say you should not fly in.
That's no problem for me. I'm more up the other end.
Yeah, I mean, we don't get to minus 10 very often either.
I got to minus 2 Celsius.
Drone Shot says his new name should be Dr. One Shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, DR1.
Yep.
Yeah, Dr. One Shot. And Brian. And Dusty. Oh, I'm sure I said hello to Dusty before.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, you forget after a while.
Lance is in there.
Yeah, said hello to Lance.
Hey, Lance.
I didn't see Lance.
Yeah, I saw him just before I went off my laptop to the phone.
Well, at least if David comes on, he'll be in a decent mood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Preston won 4-1 on penalties
Oh, that's all right.
to go through to the next round of the FA Cup.
Mm-hmm.
I know where Joe's at his granddaughter's birthday party.
Yep. Yeah, because it's only 4 o'clock in the afternoon there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, a bit later.
Getting closer to 5, yeah.
5 o'clock.
5 now, yeah.
I don't think it's gonna fire. And you know, the sad part about it is, or the good thing about it is I have the backup drone, but that's the good part. The bad part is I almost grabbed the flip to go fly.
Yeah.
That would have been a kamikaze mission, I reckon.
Yeah.
Oh, don't you know anybody that lives over that side of the river that could just have a quick shufty?
Well, the thing of it is I don't know exactly where it was because I was offshore in the river shooting towards the Sarnia harbor, and I'd gone just a little bit further south, and there's some grassy area there, like a point, and I think that's where I lost it, but don't know.
So it's not going to be easy to find even if you do go over there.
No, especially big guy like me clomping around in snow and I shouldn't be, you know?
Mhm. Mhm.
Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy.
Yeah.
Can anybody, does anybody know how many people are watching us right now?
No, I can't see.
I can't see it either. Usually it says so many people watching.
Someone watching might tell us how many watching.
9. 9, it says.
9 people.
9. Okay.
Well, there you go.
10 now.
10 people watching.
Notice coming for car emergency.
I know the gamers are over playing on their games.
Laura was on earlier and she's gone on TikTok to do one on there, but I don't know when that was. Not a load of crap.
Well, what do you guys think? Should we pack it in?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, it's up to you.
It's only 9 people watching and not a lot going on. And
Mm,
Mhm.
okay.
okay, let's pack it in.
Okay. Pack it in. We'll see you another time.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you all again in the morning.
No worries.
Okay.